Here are some new App Store games from January 2023 and December 2022. Our first game to look at is Disney Dreamlight Valley, which had a surprise Mac App Store release last December, thanks to Gameloft. Now I know, anything associated with Disney might put some of you off playing this one, but let me tell you, it's not just a children's game. No. You know, occasionally I don't really feel like shooting people and taking their head off and stuff. I just want to spend 20 minutes or so planting 500 pumpkins in a beautiful world. Explore worlds filled with the magic of Disney as you discover rich stories and build the perfect neighborhood alongside Disney and Pixar heroes and villains in this new life sim adventure game. The game is native on Apple Silicon Macs too, and it has great performance with 1080p on MacBook Air and up to 4K on Mac Studio. Disney Dreamlight Valley costs $29.99 USD. It is only supported on Apple Silicon based Macs. Netflix are still on a roll. They have brought us Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, which originally released on PC and console in mid-2022. This game is absolutely brilliant. The content might be minimal, I suppose, but holy heck is the gameplay and artwork so satisfying and well done. It'll take you back to classic 80s retro fighters, if you were around then. I wasn't, but maybe you were. It also has full controller support, and I strongly suggest a backbone controller for this one on iPhone. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is only available to Netflix subscribers on the App Store. It is only available on iPhone and iPad too. The game is only supported on devices with an A12 Bionic chip or later, which is weird. I hope they can bring this game to Apple TV in the future, because it would be amazing with co-op there. Vampire Survivors is a roguelite time survival RPG game with minimalistic gameplay. Survive as long as you can until death inevitably puts an end to your struggles. Gather gold in each run to buy upgrades and help the next survivor. Its mobile release is interesting as it's 100% free. It only has ads to revive yourself or to earn extra gold after a run. It has no forced pay-to-win mechanics or adverts, basically. Do I wish there was a premium release? Sure, but mainly only to support the developer. It can be played in landscape and portrait mode, it comes with full controller support, and it has partial keyboard support on iPad, which is great. Ponkel have stated that they are looking into supporting cloud saves, which this game desperately needs ASAP. Vampire Survivors is only available on iPhone and iPad. Again, I hope an Apple TV port can be added in the future. Originally a Nintendo 3DS title, the Alliance Alive HD Remastered has been brought to the App Store. It's a very charming JRPG where players will explore diverse realms, awaken new skills mid-battle, and forge alliances to challenge the demons that have taken over the world. It's a very frustrating port though. A 30 FPS cap, no cloud saves, no graphical settings, extremely small menu UI, no controller support, and the touch controls are just awful. What the heck are you doing? It's strange considering that the game requires a controller on PC. So why can't you just add that support here? So yeah, not the best port, but I guess it's playable by some means. And it's really good that it has exactly the same content as found on other platforms. So underneath the weird port, I'd say it's still a good game. Alliance Alive HD Remastered costs $14.99 USD. It is available on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Silicon based Macs. Don't play it on Mac because it doesn't make sense there. HAAK is a very underrated console quality Metroidvania platformer. Think Phenotopia but in Fallout world and with reasonable controls. The story takes place after a huge disaster. A city has been reduced to ruins, with dangerous creatures, humans and robots all on the hunt. Play as HAAK as he tries to survive in the cyber wasteland. You'll slash, dash and counter, meet survivors, explore the treacherous landscapes and fight challenging bosses. The game checks all the boxes that a good Metroidvania should have. Great storyline and settings? Check. Well-crafted maps and level design? Check. Smooth actions and controls? Kind of check. Huge variety of skills and moves to unlock? Check. And lots of collectibles? Check. It has full controller support too, and partial keyboard support on iPad, which is good. HAAK costs $7.99 USD. It is only available on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Silicon-based Macs. Yes, yes, yes! A new Valiant Hearts experience is back on the App Store, thanks to Netflix. Valiant Hearts Coming Home takes place during World War I in 1917. You'll follow two brothers who are fighting to survive the trenches and find each other. As you play, their paths will cross and you'll meet new friends and experience the horror of the Western Front once again. Rather than focusing on combat, the game is more puzzle-based, just like the first game. It's a very emotional experience too. I'm not sure yet if it's on the level of the first game emotionally, but I'll have to play a bit more to see. Valiant Hearts Coming Home is only available to Netflix subscribers on the App Store. It is only available on iPhone and iPad. Here we have an open world adventure game made by a solo developer. It's been in development since 2019. The game only plays in portrait mode, and it has no controller support. This isn't all bad, as it's been designed like this on purpose. There are no virtual buttons. You can move and attack by touching anywhere, you can tap objects directly to interact or attack, or use two thumbs like a traditional controller. It's a very ambitious little game, full of treasures to find, creatures to see, monsters to fight, and characters to meet. The character dialogue is really well written here too. Sometimes I find myself laughing out loud at how funny it was. Afterplace costs $6.99 USD. It is available on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Silicon-based Macs, although it's very awkward on Mac, if I'm honest. I talked about the Steam Mac version of this game late last year, but recently FLASHOUT 3 has been brought to the Mac App Store, so I thought I'd pop it in this video. The game is an arcade racer offering players ultra-fast ships, loops, jumps, and sudden razor-sharp turns. As you race, make use of special abilities such as rockets, guns, bombs, and mines to reach first place. It has a campaign mode, different race modes, a split screen mode, 10 circuits, and 2 characters to play as. I highly recommend a controller for this one. It's very hard to play with a mouse and keyboard. FLASHOUT 3 costs $19.99 USD. It is only supported on Apple Silicon-based Macs. After a 2-year absence, Mighty Aphid returns to battle Ladybug and her evil horde once again. Mighty Aphid 2 is a retro 2D platformer. If you enjoyed the classic Mega Man games, this one is right up your alley. It's a pretty simple game, I'll be honest. That said, it's still an enjoyment to play. I like the shooting, enemy and boss types, retro visual style, and saving all the people was fun and challenging. In fact, sometimes it can be really difficult to try and save people in each location. So be patient, folks. If you keep dying, again, just be patient. It has full controller support too. Mighty Aphid 2 costs only $1.99 USD. It is available on iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, and Apple Silicon-based Macs. Thanks for bringing this game to Apple TV. Keep it up. Our last game to look at is Aerofly FS 2023. This series is definitely the best flight simulators on mobile. It's not on the level of Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it's a good one for aviation enthusiasts and even pilots. It's quite a step up from last year's edition too, with more features, aircrafts, regions, better lighting at airports, a newly added taxiway edge and centerline lighting system, and cockpit functionality in the different aircrafts is great. The game is powered by Molten VK on iOS and runs at native resolution on new iPhone and iPads. The cockpits look super sharp. Cool. Aerofly FS 2023 costs $2.99 USD. It is only available on iPhone and iPad. Here are some bonus games. Call of Duty Warzone Mobile is out in limited release within Australia on the App Store. It plays pretty well, but right now it looks very, very rough. You don't have the ability to change the graphical settings, and controller support is a little broken. Keep in mind, this is not the final product, so things will improve. If you're in Australia, check it out if you want, as it's free, just like the PC and console version. Mac gamers rejoice! Resident Evil Village on the App Store has been updated with the Winter's expansion. Included is the third-person mode, the Mercenaries additional orders, and Shadows of Rose. Also included is the Street Wolf outfit, an extra content shop all-access voucher. Really rolls off the tongue, that name. Wavecade is a sci-fi arcade-style shooter where you control the speed of the game. I suck at it. Note, it doesn't have controller support, which is very disappointing. Kentucky Route Zero is a magical, realist adventure game about a secret highway running through the caves beneath Kentucky, and the mysterious folks who travel it. Various Day Life Mobile was recently removed from Apple Arcade, and Square Enix have added it back to the App Store as a paid premium release. Just note, it doesn't feature the Mac or Apple TV version. What do you think of these new App Store games? Are you impressed or disappointed? I'm pretty happy with what's on offer, especially for the start of the year, which is usually quite slow for new games. Next month, I'm looking forward to Endling from Handy Games, and who knows, maybe No Man's Sky will arrive for iPad. Anyway, leave a like if you found this video helpful, and subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with new App Store releases. My name's Stewie, and thanks for watching.